Hey everybody. So, how's everybody doing tonight? My name is Lori. I'm an independent designer with Couture. Thank you for joining my live. Thank you for watching the replay. If you're watching later, be sure to leave a comment if you're watching later and let me know that you watched. I always like to know who's watching. And leave a comment if you're watching live too, so I'll know you're here. Hey, Miss Helen. Hey, Di. So, y'all, I've been hearing people like, so there's other designers that I watch on Couture, other craft sites I watch and things like that. And so I've been hearing people say for days that, or not days, maybe a couple of days, that, okay, wait, that, Facebook changed and now they can't figure out how to flip the camera. And I'm like, it's the same as it's always been. What's the issue? You go here, you go there, and I'm like, okay, well, guess what? I couldn't figure out how to flip the camera tonight. So apparently I finally got the update that changed that, and that's why I was like a minute late getting on here, because I kept playing around with it trying to figure out. I have no idea how to flip it. I'm gonna see if I can do it. No, the way I used to do it, it's gone. So, oh wait, maybe that's it. Nope, that's not it. Okay, so anyway, I can't flip the camera tonight. I'll have to Google it tonight after my live and figure out how to flip it. Or if one of y'all wants to Google it while I'm on here, maybe you can tell me how. But let me get this shared into my group. And thanks, Miss Helen, for sharing. If you're watching, whether it's live or the replay, if you don't mind sharing my video, I like to be able to reach new people. I'm trying to grow my business. And that is one good way to help me do that. So let me get this shared into my VIC group. If you are not a member of my VIC group, type add me in the comments and I will get you in that group. It is a free group and I will be more than happy to get you in there. Hey, Brenda. Well, because see how everything is, like the words are backwards? When I flip it, everything is backwards to me, but y'all can see it. Like, you know, like if I turn around and look at it, I'm going to see it the right way. But because the camera is, because the camera is, you know, front facing, it's not, anyway, you know what I mean. So I don't really have to flip it, but it's just more, I mean, it's better for you as the viewer to see my, you know, my stuff right as opposed to backwards. So now something happened last night. Usually what I do when I end my live is I go to I save it, so it'll save to my camera roll. Hey, Brian. And then what I do is I click share. So last night I tried to click save and it gave me some error message, and it did that to me once before. The error message said, I don't even remember what the error message said. It just said something about some kind of error. And so, y'all, I hadn't even got my colors out yet. So anyway, it said error message, and like I said, it did that to me once before, but it allowed me to say okay. Thanks for sharing, Brenda. It allowed me to say okay, and then I clicked save again, and it saved right, and I was able to share it. Well, yet last night it didn't do that. So I think it is still on my business page, but I don't think it got shared to my group somehow. So I don't know if, I thought when I went in and shared it to my group, it shared immediately, but I don't know. I didn't see it last night, and I know I shared it. So not sure what's going on with that, but I think you can still see last night's project I'm trying to find my chalk, y'all. I'm sorry. But you can still see it on the business page. All right, where did my eucalyptus go? Okay, I'll use this. So how's everybody? How's everybody tonight? I think this was the one I used the other night. I'm the world's worst at waiting to the last minute and then rushing around trying to get everything done at the last minute. And so I've been home all day. Oh, good. Okay, good. Thanks, Brenda, for telling me that. So, I've been home all day. I kind of tried to do a little bit of cleaning in my room, which ended up with now I have a bunch of stuff piled on my bed. I have to finish doing that when I get off. And then I cleaned my kitchen and did some things in there. But all day long I've been thinking about what I'm going to do tonight, what am I going to do tonight? And I pick something and then I change my mind, and then I'd pick something. And so I've been changing my mind all day long about what project I was going to do. So, but we have a charity. Couture has a charity that we support called Watts of Love, and they give these solar powered headlamps. They have like a headband, and they have a lamp that goes on the front of it, and they take those to people in Africa, people who usually have light only by like kerosene lanterns and things like that, and they give them these solar powered lights, and it helps them. Well, it's safer for one thing, because with kerosene lantern, you know, there's a risk of turning that over. But anyway, my upline Sarah did a chalkathon, what they call a chalkathon. She auctioned off a lot of her projects to raise money for Watts of Love, and she did that on Saturday. Well, as she was doing it, one came up that I just really, really liked, and I thought, I want to try to do that. So I am totally ripping her off tonight. I am changing it up a little bit, the colors, but this is, again, not my original idea, but I just loved it, and so I am giving her credit, and hopefully, I don't know that she would see this, but if she does, hopefully that's flattering to her, because I think that if someone copies your work, it's, you know, with giving you credit, of course, it's the highest form of flattery. So anyway, let's see. We are doing Grace, Honor, and Cherish tonight. I'm using a palette sign again, y'all. I don't know what it is with me and these palette signs the last few days, but I'm just really, really loving them right now. And I have sanded it. So you can see I kind of made really distinct lines there. This is where the lines on the palette board are anyway, but I just kind of went heavy with my sander right there and got those distinct sections. And because this is a wooden surface, y'all know I always throw a little light coat of wax on here. So I am doing that. And then I'm just going to kind of take the other side and buff it off a little bit. And I always throw this paper away, but I think I'm just going to fold that over and use it another time. So you need to get some palette signs. I know, I love them. That was one of the first things I bought when I became a designer, was this palette sign. In fact, I think on my very first live, that's what I used, was a palette sign, palette board. Okay, so Grace, Honor, Cherish. I'm going to cut these apart, but I am going to write on the back of them what they are. So I'm using our transfer trimmers to cut these. These are coated in a non-stick coating so that when because the transfers are sticky, anytime you use scissors on something, it can get that residue when you use it on tape or anything sticky. Well, because these are coated, they're not gonna pick up that stickiness. So that's what's awesome about our transfer trimmers. Now somewhere around here I have a Sharpie that I'm going to write on the back of this. I thought I put it back in my little pencil holder, but I don't see it. I don't know what happened to it. Y'all, this is what I need to clean off, is my desk. Let me see what this is. That's a chalk marker. I guess I'll just write it with a regular pen. But I'm just going to write. No, a regular pen won't write on there. So, I don't know what I did with this marker. I'm pretty sure it was on here earlier. And I know it was on here last night. It's probably just hiding behind something. Well, let me see if I can get this pen to write. That's better than nothing. All right, that might wipe off, but let's see. This transfer is called Cherish Trio. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put one of these in each of these sections. And the colors I'm using are my Shimmer Melon and my Eucalyptus. Now, one night last week, I used these colors on a the little 5x7 box frame that I did the it just went out of my head what it said. Something to the effect of that dream was planted in your heart for a reason, or something like that. And I really love those colors together. So we're going to use them again tonight. So let me get started. And I'm just going to add a little fuzz to the back of this sticky transfer. And I am going to do this over to the side a little bit because I'm going to put a bow over here. So I'm going to maybe just try to center this in the board in the middle of that palette. I don't know if it'll be centered, but it'll be good enough. Let's see. Okay. All right, I'm going to do Grace. And Eucalyptus. And then I'm just going to squeegee off the excess and scrape it right back into my jar. Pull this up. Let me just go ahead and clean this. Just because, like I say, always say it's so much easier to clean when it's wet. Oh, so I kind of said this when I first started doing lives and then just kind of neglected it. I never really went on there and did anything, but I also have a YouTube channel. So my YouTube channel is Lori Chalks as well. So y'all can go check that out. I'm starting to upload some videos to that. They are, I'm going to be uploading all the ones that I've done right now. There's a few old ones on there. And then I've just uploaded a couple of ones that I've done. But if y'all want to go subscribe to my channel, you're more than welcome to go over there and do that. All right, let me just kind of spritz that again. It takes a very long time to upload those, so it's kind of like I'm doing them sporadically as I can, as I get the time, because it won't let you it basically, you have to sit there and wait for it to upload, because if your phone locks, then you lose all the progress that you've made. So where is my dryer? It's hiding. Okay, now we're gonna do Honor. And I'm going to do it in Shimmer Melon. This pulled up, and I'm going to clean this one. Let's see, I guess I'll use this. These shimmers leave glitter on the transfer, but it doesn't affect the reuse of it. As long as you get what you can out of the silkscreen area, it will be fine. But I like to try to get as much out as I can. Just makes it prettier the next time you use it. Add a little sparkle. All right, well, I set that down on that sticky transfer. And these shimmers do take a little bit longer to dry than the regular chalk paste. This is our quick dry tool. It has 2 different speeds. This is low. I've never used it on low. And this is high. So it's kind of like it's not really even as hot as a hair dryer. So it blows warm, but not hot. And it's just a quick way to get your project dried so you can move on to, you know, if you're going to be doing multiple things on the surface, you can just move right on and it'll dry in just a couple of minutes. The new pastes do take a little bit longer to dry naturally, but that's why it's good to have the quick dry tool. That way you can, you know, speed things up a little bit. So Facebook has told me about 3 times now that Brian Lee is watching. So I'm not so why they're so anxious to let me know that he's watching, because he's in the next room, and you know, I'm pretty convinced that he is, but they keep telling me Brian Lee's watching, Brian Lee's watching. So I don't know if he's going out and coming back in or what. Let us know, babe. And then I'm doing Cherish in the eucalyptus again. Okay. I'm going to close these up because we are done with the chalk. Clean this last transfer. And we will move on to the embellishing. You're right there. Well, are you going on and off? Are you like going to a different page and then coming back, or I have no idea why it keeps saying that over and over. So our chalk made farmhouse kit was available today. I don't know if any of y'all checked that out on my website or not. It is, I checked right like maybe 10 minutes before I came on the live, and it was still available. So there's still time to catch one of those. I think they will sell out pretty quick, but you can go check those out if you want. Couture.com/Magnolia Design is my website. Those chalk made kits are there, and then all the transfers that are available for Transfer Palooza, they're out there too, so you can check those out as well, and buy 3 get 1 free for the whole month of May. So until May 31st, you can buy 3 transfers and get 1 free. So this is a 5x7 transfer I'm using tonight. They are $9.99. The B-size transfers, which are 8.5 by 11, they are $14.99. Then we have a D-size transfer, or C, D, and E-size transfers, and they go up from there, and I can't, off the top of my head, remember all the prices. But they are all on my chalk shop, and y'all can go check those out. So this is what it looks like so far. Cute just like that, I think. Can y'all see the shimmery and the shimmer melon? I'm sorry it's backwards. I'm going to have to, yeah. I'm going to have to try to figure out how to get this camera flipped. But we'll see. Hey, guess what, y'all? Brian Lee is watching. Okay, so I had my little jute over here. And I'm going to take this. And I used this surface the other night, and I think I told y'all this then. These surfaces are double-sided. So you could do a design in here, and on this other side, the side that I'm using now as well. This has a little ugliness to it right there, so I'm just going to snap that off. And then I'm going to cut that about right there because there's more ugliness right there. Just cut it off right below that. Hopefully that is enough. So what I want to do is, I've got some ribbon cut. Actually, I'm going to lay this out. And I just picked different colors and that kind of match this. I may have too many here, but we're going to go with it. And then I am just going to squish this up, kind of fold it up like a bow. And then I'm going to put it in the middle of this twine. If I can do this with, I'm not coordinated enough. And then I will put it in here. And then I'm going to tie this around. And I'm going to just pull this as tight as I can. Which ended up being not very tight at all, so I'm going to have to take the knot out. I didn't see that. It goes away after, no, it says, well, there it says Brian Lee is watching, Diane Wilson is watching, Brian Lee is watching, Brian Lee is watching. I didn't see it. It didn't say on my end that Helen Lee was watching. Just said Brian Lee and Diane. Doesn't matter. I'm glad y'all are watching. Oh my goodness. This is why I don't attempt bows, y'all. Because all right, let me move this because I got to get this bottom layer tight. Tight. Then we're going to put this on here. I think my ribbon needs to be a little bit wider, but I think once I get it tight enough, I can kind of zhuzh it around and make it look decent. Let's just hope I can get it tight enough and keep it tight enough. I'm trying to get that where I can get a grip on it without losing that. All right, let's see if that's tight enough. It's not, but we're going to go with it for now. I think I'm going to take those two out. So you've got the little pop of the pink and the green in here. then I'm just kind of trying to fluff this out. And then I've got this. Let me decide if I want to put any of this on here. I think I like it without it. That's a little bit of eucalyptus. So what do y'all think? Yeah, I guess, I don't know. So that's it, guys. Really quick, cute little project. So we've already talked about Transfer Palooza. Thanks, Brenda. We've talked about, thanks, Di. We've talked about my VIC group. We haven't talked about Club Couture. And y'all know that the Club Couture this month is that cute little Lemon Grove sign. Sweet Lemon Grove, where troubles melt like lemon drops. So this is your May Club Couture. That's our subscription box program. So if you're not a member of that, type club in the comments and I'll be glad to get you all the info on it. It's $19.99 a month, which is not bad at all. You get the 8.5 by 11 transfer and 3 chalk paste singles delivered to your door, free shipping, but you do pay tax. And you get the transfer, the chalk paste singles, and then you also get, you will get instructions emailed to the email that you use to sign up with. They'll send you a video link to watch a video on how to create the project. Really, I mean, it's so much fun. I know that I say that all the time, but it really, really is. It's just like, my business hasn't grown as much as I would like to have it grow. So I'm still working on that, but I'm still going to do this because it's just so much fun. I just enjoy it so much, and I can create this beautiful, I mean, this looks like stuff you'd buy in a store. This is, you know, homemade, but because of the transfers and the crispness of them, it just looks like high-end stuff. So anyway, Club Couture is a great way to try us out to see if you like it. And so if you're interested in that, just type club in the comment. There is a 3-month commitment on that. So you sign up. If you sign up in May, you'll pay May, June, July. And then after July, if you decide you don't like it or you don't like the transfers that you're getting or whatever, you can cancel without any. So, and then if you like what I do and you think, oh, I would like to have that as my part-time job too, or even a full-time job, you can type team in the comments and I will give you all the details on how to become a designer like me. I am not a creative person, and I know there are people who are much more creative than I am out there. So if you think that is you, then you don't even have to be creative. Just, I know that there are tons more people creative than me, but like I said, you don't have to be creative. This is so cute and easy, and you don't have to have a creative bone in your body to do it. But if you are creative, that just helps. You can get a lot of more ideas than I can come up with. But every now and then I get a really cute idea, but then usually I'll think about it and I'm like, oh, I could do this and this and this. And then when I go to actually try to remember what it was, I don't remember what it was. So I'm starting to write things down, y'all. That's how bad I am. That's how bad I am. I thought of something yesterday, or no, today. I saw a picture of somebody's project and I thought, oh, I have a really good idea. I could do this. So I kind of fed off of what they did, but I'm like, I'm going to do this. And then when I went to, you know, like really see if I had the stuff that I needed to do it with, I couldn't even remember what it was. So a lot of times I'll take pictures of things and, or, you know, screenshot things, and then I'll go back and I'll be like, what was I going to do with that? So I do have a list. I actually wrote something down earlier. I had taken a picture of something, and, I'm thinking that next week is going to be Patriotic Week, y'all. I am so excited to do some more, patriotic 4th of July stuff. So I think I'm going to do that all week next week. So I'm excited about that. I've got to get, oh, thanks, Brenda. You're sweet. But I've got to get some stuff planned out over the weekend. And so I hope y'all will come back next week and watch me. I may pop in for a live tomorrow. We'll see how that goes. I do have some errands I have to run, but I may, if I get back early enough, I may do a live tomorrow afternoon. So anyway, that's it, guys. Thanks so much for watching. I know you just take time out of your day every day to come watch me, and I really appreciate that, y'all. Thanks so much. Have a great day, and I will talk with you next week. Bye.